past couple months of college have been flying by, between assignments, work, working out, professional development, and all of the things that life brings you, the busyness of life. It's been a little roller coaster last couple of weeks. For those of you who don't know, I'm in occupational therapy at Gainesville University. I'm in my junior year of school, so about 2 years of college left. The Gainesville community took a big hit this past 2 weeks. There was a couple unfortunate circumstances that really brought everybody back together, unfortunately. But it's been tough for a lot of people. So I want to just take a couple of the last 2 months of what I do around Erie to bring everybody together and give everybody some options to get out there and have some fun.
Yeah, baby! Let's go!
I titled this piece, Paying Attention to What Matters. It just gives a little snapshot of what happiness looks like in my life.
Welcome back to the vlog. Beautiful San Jose, California. Oh! 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 I died. Woo! Knocked the wind out of me. I think I bit my tongue. Yep.
Welcome to the vlog.
Once you get down to the right.
We're out here on the slope, eating shit. It's been a good time. We're in pain.
College is a time that we spend every day trying to master whatever we're going to go into later in life. So for me, that's occupational therapy. So every day I go to class and take in information to try to become the best therapist I could possibly be. Sometimes you get a little bit lost in doing this. Sometimes you block out everything that really can matter in your life and just focus on learning as much as you possibly can. And you miss the big picture a lot of times when you do this. It's easy to lose focus on your family, lose focus on what actually helps you get through the day and things you really appreciate. So I'd encourage you guys all to take a step back and think about what you really enjoy. Everybody has different methods of coping with stress, loss, and hard times. So be cognizant of other people's ways of their coping and be kind to all because you never know what they're going through. Along with that, if you're not doing well for yourself and you're having a couple tough weeks or months, reach out to friends or family for support. They'll always be willing to talk and help. Through experiences over time, we find what works best for ourselves and we set priorities for what we want to spend the most time on to maximize our long-term happiness. We all like to feel in control of the situations in our lives to limit the change. Similar to the edges of a snowboard, we test the limits of how much control we can have when we're making our turns, and we can set boundaries to find out how far you can push yourself to improve on those boundaries. Go to the edges and don't go past them. In doing this, you make yourself aware of your own boundary and its improvement. And also look back to who you were when you were younger and how much you've grown since. It gives you a sense of self-worth and proves that you've made progress over your years. In college, we learn so many new things and make so much progress that it can be super overwhelming at times. We begin to feel comfortable doing these activities and using the techniques that we're learning, and life starts to mellow out a little bit once we feel this comfort. Moving on for this, we learn in class a lot about life balance and the need to be doing the correct amount of each of our daily activities. These can be like self-care, school, work, family, leisure, and your social life. Making sure that you touch on each category to budget your time wisely to make the most progress in your life. Hobbies are a great way to keep motivated to be productive throughout your day. For example, I love the days that I'm going fishing, or I have stuff to do over the weekend and I need to get it done because I'd like to go play some basketball or hang out with friends. The activities that we're doing in our lives force you to be productive, so that way you can get to the activities that you want to be doing. Social media and our devices take away from the time that we would normally spend doing these hobbies. What we do the second we wake up is look at our phone and look at the alarm that it was set the night before. Every day, all day, we're on our phones for 6 to 8 hours a day. Social media is taking so much away from the time that you could be using for useful tasks. I did a study in my research course that showed that 32 people of college students that took it, all of them had some sort of effect on judging others due to the effects of social media. We're more willing to judge others based on what they post and their views rather than having conversations. We're now wired to read a book by its cover. There's a preconceived notion of what we have of other people before you even meet them because of social media. Another issue I see in university today is the use of Zoom classes. It has such a big effect on our work ethic, and learning is so difficult during the times that we're on class over Zoom and you don't take in the information that you need to be. It brings so much away from the relation that you have with the professor and the student relationship. There's no respect given to these professors who are trying their best to teach us, and it has a lot of effect on those occupations, like the jobs that they have, and just the students gaining knowledge. The laziness has really shown in our generation, and it's coming out through the Zoom University, and I just really don't like to see it.
State record.
I take courses through online, and I can honestly say that I am less motivated on the days that I just have to get to my computer. I don't need to get up and eat breakfast and go to class. All I have to do is roll out of bed and go to my computer. It's so hard to keep a strong work ethic when the classes are all online and there's no need to get dressed up and get your day started. you are in your life right now, stop and look back at what you're doing and how productive you're being, how much leisure time you have in your life, and take a deep breath when you're in these times of go, go, go. And if you're a little stressed out, take a deep breath and sit back and look at things. Take time for yourself. Similarly to when I'm playing basketball and things are not going my way, I don't stop and look at the grand scheme of things. I bury my head into the game and continue to miss shots and just throw them up. I get upset and keep missing. I look at my form, I look at my footwork, I look at my fingertips and blame all the missed shots and turnovers on the little things that don't really matter. I know that not all of you play basketball, but whatever you're doing right now in your life, when your life gets too busy, when you're go, 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 stop and take a deep breath. You can really see a difference once you start to reflect on your life and your actions that you're taking every day. Do what feels right. Some of the most successful people in the world don't use the perfect fundamentals, such as like Muhammad Ali, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Tiger Woods. Look at the work ethics of these people. They all have one thing in common, is that they are so determined for greatness and they are willing to do whatever is in their power to do it. So Kobe would get up at 4 a.m. and go practice and go hit the gym before any of his other teammates are up. And this is what set him aside from the others. Their goals of being great simply took over their lives and it made them who they are. There are a couple takeaways that I can have from these past couple weeks at school and at home, just in general in life. It's that I need to not avoid things that I'm going to regret later in life and stop wasting time if it's not going anywhere. Have patience, and everybody's at their own speed and everybody recovers from sadness, from hardships in a different way. Let those people do it and do it at your own pace. Thoughts and words are not enough. Act kind, be kind to everyone. Actions speak louder than words. So you never know what anybody's going through, and don't make it any harder on them. Even if your intentions might not be to do this, you still need to act kind in any way you can. And this is just my life, so apply this to yours. If you're having trouble with relationships, stop and breathe, whatever it might be. Assess what's at the root of the situation, and when that part of the situation comes up, stop, breathe, and move forward with what feels right for the greater good. Stop when you're about to apologize and realize that you aren't at fault for all of these situations that you might be apologizing for. You deserve to be treated a lot better, and you don't need to apologize for everything. At your lowest point, stop and look a little bit harder for the love that you are receiving. It may be difficult to do this at times, but it's a really important skill. I bring up all these points today to prove that nobody is perfect and we're all human. We all sin and we all make mistakes. I just want to be here for anyone who needs a couple resources and a little bit of motivation to do better for yourself. And keep on working to make your life better in any way I can help. Self-love is something that's really hard to do, and I've been doing a lot better in the last couple of years on this. And directing your thoughts in an optimistic way and always being positive and having a positive outlook on life. It can be hard at times, but with a little bit of motivation, I hope you can get there. Thank you all for watching and listening. I know this video is extremely sappy, but I think a lot of mental health concerns go under the radar and go untalked about. So it's good to bring light to these and have a conversation and be able to be open about it. So thank you again, and till next time.